Trump was meeting with Emmanuel Macron, and what you can see is he is still in support of the Elon, in fact, doubling down on it. Here's what he said from the Oval.
Doge could benefit from more streamlined communications. There was that email telling employees to do 5 things that they've done last week. Agency has been told people to ignore it.
You're talking about the last email that was sent where he wanted to know what you did this week. You know why he wanted that, by the way? I thought it was great because we have people that don't show up to work and nobody even knows if they work for the government. So by asking the question, tell us what you did this week, what he's doing is saying, are you actually working? And then if you don't answer, like you're semi-fired or you're fired, because a lot of people are not answering because they don't even exist. They're trying to find, that's how badly various parts of our government were run by, and especially by this last group. So what they're doing is they're trying to find out who's working for the government. Are we paying other people that aren't working? And where's all this? Where's the money gone? We have found hundreds of billions of dollars of fraud so far. And we've just started. We're actually going to Fort Knox to see if the gold is there. Because maybe somebody stole the gold. Tons of gold. So I think it was actually, there was a lot of genius in sending it. We're trying to find out if people are working. And so we're sending a letter to people. Please tell us what you did last week. If people don't respond, it's very possible that there is no such person or they're not working.
Yeah, it makes total sense. And I like how he looked to Macron when he said we're going to look for the stolen gold. Does he think the French took it? Look at that little smirk there from France. Did you steal our gold? Better not. I'm not going to be happy. We're going to tariff the hell out of every single pastry and croissant that comes out of there. All right, so that's the president. And you can see there was more because Macron sat down with Bret Baier and was asked, did you think Trump was going to win this puppy?
Were you surprised President Trump won in November of 24?
No, because we saw the dynamics the months before, and especially after the terrible attacks he had. And I know the man. I know the man and his determination.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, and he could figure it out. Most of the media here in the United States could not figure it out. They were so overwhelmed with tremendous joy that they couldn't even see straight. This was Ralph Norman, who was explaining that all of this whining and all of this protesting from the Democrats, 4 different press briefings in a day, protesting constantly. We're so valuable. We deserve work. You're like, you could just go in and start working right now. They're like, no, because we have to protest to show you how valuable we are. You could just go do something valuable and respond to an email and show us the valuable things you did. No, we'd rather go protest and show you that way. All right.
I don't know what this is about. This is just for supposedly political points. Let me just point out that, in all due respect, it's so hypocritical of y'all. During the last 4 years, when you had people coming across this border, you had children who were being raped, you had fentanyl flowing in from China. Where was your voice then?
Nowhere.
Where was the words of you feel so sorry for the people who were killed by the illegals? You didn't say a thing.
No.
And now you're
January 6th,
lecturing us, and I'll take as much time as it needs. We can sit here all night. I hope you put up 100 amendments like this. But it's really hypocritical for y'all when you stayed quiet with an inept president who couldn't even spell his last name, letting this country go to shambles and do the damage that he has done that's being corrected now. Yeah. And keep doing it. The American people get where y'all are coming from, and keep what you're doing, because it's sad, really, because not one word was mentioned by a Democrat. I yield back.
Madam Chair, I
right,
need to correct the record.
Good statement there from him. Really hypocritical for them to be doing this, but it's not about, they don't really care about their constituency. They care about their power. Their constituency is just a useful enclave for them to consolidate their power. And when the money dries up, so does their enclave.